Well, hello again everybody. It's time for a bit of an update on the old fitness and weight loss for January. Throughout January, I've been out and about on fairly regular local walks. And in fact, I managed a whole 7 days where I exceeded 11,000 steps. So that was the trigger for me putting up the target to 12,000 steps a day. I've also been trying to get my heart rate up into the cardio and peak zones in the Fitbit app for a little bit longer than usual. I've started again to track my food intake with the Fitbit app and be a little bit more careful about what I'm eating. Eggs for breakfast more often instead of cereal. So this is my lunch, which I normally bring to work. It's fairly typical what I usually bring. It's in my nice box with the pink bits. Got a quite manky looking banana, but I think that'll be all right. Some of these breakfast biscuit things. Again, perhaps not the greatest thing, but I quite like them. Got a couple of bits of malt loaf with some spread on, the old apple of course. Then underneath here, just a couple of wraps. Now these have got turkey and some salad cream in them. Swapped over to the wraps from the bread I slipped back to having. Do find that makes quite a big difference having the wraps instead of ordinary bread. And then under there, just some mixed nuts and raisins. So I reckon that is reasonably healthy for a working lunch. The weight has started to come off again, but as you can see, it's fairly slow and steady progress. I also took part in the Shropshire Crew's virtual mission for the West Highland Way, and that was a good bit of motivation to get out and go for a walk. As I think I mentioned in a previous video, View Ranger have transferred their walking challenges to another website called Outdoor Active, which I think has bought them or something. Anyway, they've converted their challenges into kilometres, so this year it's walk 1,000 kilometres, which translates to I think about 625 miles, which is a bit more achievable. Remember, this only applies to walks that you've tracked with the app, so not all the steps you do every day. I tend to do quite a lot of steps each day, but not a great proportion of them are actual tracked walks in View Ranger. So previous years I failed to meet the 1,000 miles target each time. And I find the sort of tracking bar thing that they use not that helpful. So I've devised my own spreadsheet to draw a graph to track it a little bit more constructively. So the blue line is the line that I have to match to meet the target. So as long as the orange line tracking my progress is above the blue line, then I'm on the right track. Now, if you've been watching these videos from the start of the little challenge thing, and fair play to you if you have, it's been quite a interminable sort of journey so far. You'll remember perhaps that we set an original goal of getting weight down to 11 stone. That was done through BMI calculation, basically. Now, I know that there's a lot of argument against using BMI, but it was something just to sort of hang a convenient numerical target on, and the intention was to stop doing these videos when that target was achieved. And it's taken or taking rather longer than perhaps originally intended, but we'll carry on reporting back. These videos don't get many views, but it's more for my own purposes as much as anything else, but if it helps other people as well, then I guess that's good. Anyway, another more important aim really is just to get sort of fitter and more able to do longer walks and just enjoy time out and about a bit better really. In other news, the airbrush portrait I did of Rosie the dog, I was very pleased with. I liked how that came out. A few people did comment they didn't really like the short daily update videos on that. I did that really just to show the amount of progress that was done each day on it. I don't really know why, I just thought that might be a thing to do. But I do tend to agree that didn't really make for great video really, although some people did say they enjoyed them. So we probably won't be repeating that sort of day by day, separating the videos up kind of idea on the airbrush paintings, but we've got a lot more planned with the airbrush, so there'll be more coming on that in future. On the motorhome front, of course, it has passed its MOT, which was great news, and we've begun work on sorting out the various advisories that were noted during that MOT. Unfortunately, I'm still waiting for those brake parts from Germany. That's a little bit frustrating. Apparently that's a sort of a Brexit COVID kind of hold up. So fingers crossed that they arrive soon and we can finish those repairs. We have blocked off a couple of weeks in the calendar later on in the spring in the hope that we can have a motorhome trip away. We're thinking possibly of Scotland. Scotland was what we had planned for last year, but we'll see how things go. Maybe it will be a little bit close to home, maybe we will venture to Scotland, who knows. We'll have to take it a little bit as it comes, I think. Anyhow, that's what's happening in my little world. I hope all is well in yours and you're staying sort of healthy and enjoying things as much as you possibly can. And I'll see you soon in a future video. Well, that's all for now. If you enjoyed it, press like, subscribe if you want to see some more, and ring the bell to be notified when we upload something new.